Race Weekend is brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology.
The 2018 Phoenix Fuels National Slalom Series is seeing a very competitive fight for this year's Slalom King title. This is quite evident in the recently completed leg in the popular grassroots motorsports series. Check out the highlights of the fourth leg of the National Slalom Series courtesy of Phoenix Fuels at Robinson's Novaliches on Race Weekend.
A hot and sunny afternoon to racing fans. I'm Wigambo and we're here to bring you another edition of your weekly racing habit, this time in Robinson's Novaliches for the fourth leg of the 2018 National Slalom Series. Let's go check it out. Conditions are perfect for slalom competition on the course laid out on the sprawling parking area of Robinson's Novaliches. Warm weather and a dry surface. But the slalom course is tight and tricky. Pylon placements to mark out chicanes, hairpin turns, and short straights demand precision driving. And the curbs and gutters are particularly punishing for the unprecise. This perhaps is why competition is tight, especially for those battling for podium places. Their time separated by tenths of a second. All this makes for an enjoyable and exciting afternoon of slalom competition. I'm here once again with a point person of the National Slalom Series, the main person to contact, Miss Bing Bang Dulce. Hi, Miss Bing Bang.
Hey, good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us once again. Are there any changes with your leaderboard so far?
So far, we still have Milo Rivera leading the series, the point series. But there's a close fight between him and Inigo and also Stefano. So it's still early. It's just the start of the second quarter. So it's a long way to go.
So how many racers did sign up for you today?
We have around 35 to 40 drivers and around 120 entries for today.
Are there fresh faces that actually joined you for this particular leg?
Yeah, we have the ones coming from Cabanatuan, from Jeff, also Bulacan. Now we have like parang regular lady drivers as young as 10, 13. Meron silang sumasali ngayon.
I'm sure there are a lot of aspiring racers out there that want to join the National Slalom Series. Can you tell them what they have to do, what they have to submit?
Yeah, you can get in touch with me. You just have to like our Facebook page of Race Motorsports Club, or you can call me directly, Bing Bang Dulce, at 0917-811-9337. So if you want to ask anything about the Slalom Series, just get in touch with me and I'll be happy to give you the details and the guidelines that you should know and have before you participate in any of our National Slalom Series.
Ms. Bing Bang Dulce, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Early in the competition, the Riveras, particularly the Slalom King, Milo, are again setting the pace, setting the times that rivals must beat for any chance of ending the champion's consecutive run of overall best times in the previous legs. But Milo is feeling the heat of the competition and taking steps to meet the challenge.
Okay, so far, the race is very tight between all drivers. Currently, I'm number one, but the battle for second, even for the top spot, is very, very close, very, very intense. You have Stefan over here, and then you have Douglas Maninding, and not to mention the father-son Antons. The race is still very, very long. We've made some adjustments to the car. and I hope we'll be able to capitalize on the adjustments and be able to create a bigger gap. But if not, we just have to go back to the drawing board all the time because the race is still long and the guys are just too quick today.
Milo's younger brother, Estefano, is also feeling the heat of the competition and knows they have to work to keep challengers at bay.
Well, just like what my brother said, it's a very intense and close race. I think the top 5 are within half a second, so we just set up our car and try to improve our pace, and hopefully we can get a faster time. So it's a long day. Well, of course, every run we have to improve, we have to try, just like what my brother said, we're trying new setups, trying to change the car's handling. So far, it handles okay, but we know we can go faster because our competitors are really right behind us. So all we can do is push more, not push to over the limit, but yeah, it's both car and machine, so hopefully we get a better run.
It's heartwarming to see that the competition between the brothers and against others also served to bring them closer, not only in lap times but also as family.
Individually, we're competitors, whether he's my brother or not, also with the other guys. It's always a close battle, and individually we'd all want to win. After the race is all over, you know, as a family, you become very happy because not only are you side by side, but you're representing something that's very meaningful to our parents, the people behind us, and who've supported us since we've grown up. And, you know, kidding aside, it's very meaningful. But given this moment, you know, we'd want to beat each other, so we'll just see how it goes.
And speaking of a racing family, competing for and against each other, there's the Antons, Carlos and Inigo, father and son. While Father Anton continues to sign up for entries in various classes, it seems that it's his son Inigo's performance that is the main priority. Just turning 14, Inigo is already battling for the overall best time of the day, while lording it over the front wheel class.
Yeah, so our first run was just safety. We were able to get like 51.5. So it was clean, and thereon we had tried to push. But these past runs, I've been hitting pylons, usually at the last because it's very tight. And I think we're running 4th overall now. So we'll try to get overall best time. But if we can't, at least we're still running first in front wheel. Of course, our main goal is always front wheel drive. But if we can, we'll do overall. This past runs, it's kind of been frustrating because I've been hitting the pylons. So I just have to keep my cool and focus, and hopefully we'll beat it.
Another family into slalom is the Maninding. But this year, it is the younger brother, Douglas, who is doing much of the racing this season, following the footsteps of the older brother, Yuli.
We started, parang ano pa lang ako, 7 years old. Dito sa slalom, 8 years old. Year 2004, 2005 ata yun. Yung kuya ko talaga yung nandito. So, ngayon, coach talaga niya to. Pero ngayon, ginanahan kami, sponsor by Speed Mode and Chomay House, kaya nakabalik ulit. Yes.
It is not only sons following father, or younger brother following kuya into slalom racing. Daughters are also getting into racing, emulating and being encouraged by fathers, like Dominique Sarmiento, one of the fresh new faces in slaloms, driving for JAF Racing.
My dad is the one who told me about racing, but he is our coach. My plan is to go run this race clean without any gutters and pylons attached.
In just her second leg of slalom competition, Dominique is enjoying the races, landing 4th in the ladies class in the 4th leg, and 3rd in the junior class. As the afternoon wore on and more runs and heats completed, Milo Rivera of Top Gear Racing staved off all challenges, ending up with the overall best time of the day, which also was the best time in the production class. Douglas Maninding of Speed Mode Racing came in second, just 12 hundredths of a second off Milo's time of 49.72 hundredths of a second. Stefano Rivera was third, coming within 14 hundredths of a second of Maninding's time. Inigo Anton was 4th overall, but 1st in the front wheel class. Rounding off the top 5 overall times is Pawi Base of PMMS Ren Sport Racing. And that once again concludes another edition of Race Weekend from Robinson's Novaliches for the 4th leg of the 2018 National Slalom Series. This is Gamboa. See you next time.
It's still early days in the Phoenix-National Slalom Series, and while Milo Rivera has been hard to beat in his favorite motorsports discipline, the hit times show those chasing him are only mere tenths of a second behind him. And if things go on as they are in recent legs, there are good odds that someone may finally catch up to the king.
This week's feature on Race Weekend has been brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology. These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.